to the camera, to the camera. There we go. That's slow.
I know.
Something about the music slow today, huh? Woo, let's rock it.
All right, well, welcome. Four Sisters Live is in the house
Yes,
today.
we
We
are.
are super excited to be here, guys. Welcome. Go on and share, like if you're on Facebook. Share, like, share, share, whatever. Invite other people to this great show. Four Sisters Live is also on YouTube at boxwave.com. Boxwave.com. You can call in at 240-219 and it's
719-256.
719. I don't have a contact in or glasses, but give them that number, Wyoming.
240-719-2560.
There you are. Call in and ask the questions that you want. This segment is all about education, guys. So
Yes.
we're super excited. Well, guys,
Yes.
I'm Charlene.
I'm Peg.
I'm Wyoming.
And I'm Cynthia.
And we are
Four Sisters Live.
Awesome. Amazing, guys. We're super excited right here. So, guys, like,
We have Cynthia in sitting in for Linda. We have to acknowledge that
Oh,
fact
my
that we
God.
thank you, girl.
Another
friend.
sister.
Thank you.
Another Sisters for
You're
Sister
welcome.
Network is in the
Yes.
house. Tell you we can pull them if we need to. Right?
We got enough sisters, right?
Enough sisters that we can
And
pull.
Cynthia sits on our health and wellness. You can.
Yes.
So how
Absolutely.
appropriate is that? What's up, Cynthia?
She
Great.
looking good. She look good. She's
Radiant
good.
girl.
She representing.
Well, I love my sisters, so hey, it's always good to
Energy.
see you guys,
Thank
honestly.
you, sweetie. We love you
Thank you.
more.
Thanks.
Absolutely. So
Awesome.
what's going on, Charlene?
Oh, okay. So much has been going on this week with us. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It
Starting what?
started Sunday.
Yeah.
It started Sunday with it really starts every
Oh,
day
my
for
God.
Peggy, Wyoming, and everybody. So anyway, but Sunday I would say it was the launch of some really great things that were happening in our lives. Again, for Sisters for Sisters Network, Inc. is an amazing organization that seeks to get out in the community and allow people to know that we're here to partner with you. We're here to connect women with other women, to help them in health and wellness, domestic violence, education, and of course entrepreneurship. I mean, that's just what we do. And so last Sunday, oh my gosh, Lord Jesus, I was like, please don't
last
snow.
Sunday?
We were at the Adventure Theater
Yes.
in Bethesda.
That's
I call it,
right.
in Bethesda. And I'm telling you, it was amazing. We're watching
Wow.
Huckleberry Finn. Like, who watches Huckleberry Finn? Like, I do.
Yeah,
I-
you remember?
Y'all remember the show?
Yeah, it
Yes.
was awesome. It was really
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, like, what was that production guy? We got to give him a shout out.
Michael Bobbitt?
Michael
Michael
Bobbitt,
Bobbitt,
yes.
yes.
Michael Bobbitt, shout out to you and your amazing
Yes.
staff, the
Yes.
students that you are coaching and
Cultivating.
Oh my God, everybody was there in the building. I mean, it was his last show. I was so sad because I was like, oh, Noel's going to go next week. I'm like, he said, this is the last show. I'm like, oh my God. I wanted my son to go because it was such a cultural experience.
Yeah.
You know, Huckleberry Finn, there is a lot of messages there and a lot of things that, you know, me being a literature teacher, you know, for high school students, they have taken out those type of stories. Like, so we were not allowed to tell talk about Huckleberry Finn because it used derogatory names or racial slurs that they didn't want the kids today to know about. But I'm like, what? That is like so history, right?
Right, exactly.
And so we couldn't have those stories in the school. And like, that was in 2000, okay? In 2000. So I thought, like, wow, I get to see this live. And so what a history lesson
It was.
Yeah.
It
to
truly
watch
was.
young kids live that and act that out on stage. And the way they articulated through their acting was amazing. Because here's the deal. They sent a message that even though I'm black and you're white, we can still work together.
That's right.
We
Yes.
still want freedom. We
Yes,
still
absolutely.
need freedom,
Yeah.
right? So I just thought it was an amazing play.
I
But from
believe-
there,
I
yes.
believe in that time, even then, there were many of the slave ones who were owners did for us,
Yes.
and they felt some kind of way about us.
Yes.
They
yes.
wanted to help us because they knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
So you wrong knows wrong.
That's
Right,
what you
exactly,
do. It's something in your
exactly.
heart that
It's
knows
something
wrong.
about your spirit. It's something about your
Yeah.
heart. It's in the heart.
Yeah.
And when we give off as a black, as we as African American, we were both colored then, we were niggas then,
Yeah.
but they didn't see us that. They saw us creative beings. Because we were
Right.
helping them with their lives, helping them with their
Exactly,
children,
with their children.
helping them with their food, helping them make sure their household was kept.
Because I'm sure we could have killed a lot of them.
We could have done that, but
Yeah.
you know, we don't
Poison.
blame
Yes,
them.
it's-
Absolutely.
The help.
But we didn't even know
I
that.
know, right? No help, yes. Do one of her numbers, right? Oh my
Right.
But
God.
no, it was all about that too. I saw that love, that
Yeah.
connection.
Right, but they didn't
that.
know. But
They
the
know.
ones that were aware, like you remember the young lady who did the scene where you said, you know what, when her father died, she went and set the young lady free. She gave her some, hey, go, you're free. Gave another person
Sign
some
it off,
land.
yeah.
She signed it off because she saw what wasn't supposed to happen. And you know what? A piece of that came from her father. A piece of that said, I
Exactly.
do feel sorry, but I can't because I'm in this community of people that do not agree with my beliefs. So,
Yeah.
so he is in heaven. Got to see that through his daughter. I believe that, and I believe that
I
with
do
so
too.
many
Yeah,
slave
I do
owners,
too.
they could not act. They could not say, "I'm going to help this slave get away." They couldn't. But
That's
for
right.
the ones that could, their children are living it today, and that's why we got to be so careful when it comes to saying, "Oh, every white person is a racist." No, they're trying to overcome it. It's what they were born with. Like
Right,
that was their culture. That was
Yeah.
what they were around.
Right.
And
it
so
was a
that's the
learning
lesson.
thing. They were taught.
Yeah.
They were taught
Yeah,
that.
they were
Yeah,
taught
I mean,
that.
somebody called you the N-word. I mean, back then, it was
They
just
didn't know any
socially
better.
acceptable. They didn't know until their mom said, "You don't say that." Until you constantly teach her, "You don't say that. You don't call her Cynthia. You call her Mrs. Cynthia.
Yeah.
You don't
yeah,
call her
yeah.
Wyoming."
Teaching.
Right. It was a
So it's a
teaching
teachable moment
Yeah.
for them. So.
I think I just really enjoyed it, and I
did
loved the
too.
children. They were there experiencing their acting. We have them. Those children are on their way to Broadway, ladies and
are.
gentlemen.
I was
They
so
are
proud
on
of
their
them.
way to Broadway, the Kennedy Center, the National
Yeah.
Theater. They are
Yes.
on their way. See, this is what the Adventure Theater is doing, setting them up to prepare them for their future
That's
in the
right,
arts
in
and
the arts.
theater. So they can start at 15 and 16 and go to these auditions and be prepared
Yes.
to be able
Yeah.
to get the roles that they're
Right.
going to go after.
Yeah.
This is the training ground for them.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just simply love Max. And
Yeah, he has such a swag
I mean,
about
just a
him.
sweet little
Oh, that's so
fella.
cool.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah,
cool.
so
All
cool,
of them are
cool.
very bright students, and they choose them and they pick them
Yeah.
and they audition for them. So I think it's really a wonderful thing. So we had a ball. We had a
We did,
ball.
but wait a minute, we did something else in the community. After we left there, we were invited to something very extraordinary. You remember that? Look at y'all, they looking at me like
I'll
I'm
tell
ready.
you, this
Wait
week
a
I'm out so
minute.
fast.
They
It's so
did so
much.
much. Let me tell you.
Keep up
I'm
with
trying
it.
Wait a minute. Did you see them calls? Don't be shocked because this is how they act. Okay, so anyway, I was invited to the opening of the launching of the two new TV shows, Cleo TV and the Afro TV, which was basically launched by TV One, okay,
Yes.
Comcast. And so I get an invitation, and because we were in the room,
In
come on,
the- in the-
talk about that.
in
Because
the
we was in the
room.
room, someone invited me, said, "Sharon, I want you to be there for what
Sure
you're
did.
doing." And I'm
In the
like,
room from
well,
Sunday to that day.
okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I got,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the
I got my other
connection.
sisters, so what we're going to do? So, again, shout out. I'm not giving you no names because I know y'all be researching, like, oh, who that? I'm going to hook up with him. No, thank you. Okay, but anyway, so that person said, I'll get you on the list because you need to be there. And I said, okay, my sisters do too because we're running this Four Sisters Live. And they said, okay, great. We're going to get all you there at the last minute. And we weren't supposed to be on the list, but we ended up getting on the list. But look at God. He said, your gifts will make room for you.
That's
And that's
right.
what happened.
Yeah.
Woo woo! Now let me tell you, there was the sister circles was in the house. Was the sister circles in the house?
Yes.
They were the kindest. They were
Sweet.
Lovely
humble.
women.
They were sweet.
Lovely women.
We were able to walk the red carpet, but it was a learning experience. Kathy
Yeah.
Hughes, shout out to you
To
for
my
being there.
sister. That's my sister. She's the actor icon of this industry.
Yes.
She is
Beautiful,
it.
beautiful.
My
Making
sister friend,
waves.
Kathy
We can't give them
Hughes.
all our news.
Well, it's all good, you
Yeah.
know, because we're
Good
striving
experience.
for
It's a good
doing better things in
Yes.
life. We're not sitting here just to be talking and gapping our gums.
No,
we're
we're
serious
not.
about the community. We're serious about moving
That's
forward.
right, Wyoming.
We're
Getting you
sincere
exposed to
about
other
the women,
opportunities.
women making it
Wyoming.
happen.
Yes,
We keep
Wyoming.
saying 2019 is the year of the women, the year of the sisterhood.
Yes,
Yeah,
Wyoming
right.
is on it 1,000%. She is definitely, a rock with all us, and she's out there helping us to make it happen. I mean, she's using her craft, and in the theater world,
Yeah.
and soon me
Yeah.
in the media world, and Peggy just being an amazing both of
Oh.
everything, a lunch of everything. So we're just excited. So
are
don't sleep
excited.
on us. Don't
It's
sleep.
all
And then don't
happening.
forget, you got
Cynthia,
Cynthia, yes. Oh my God, Cynthia.
I am so
we have
proud
her
of
flyer.
you.
We're going to show
Thank
what she's
you.
going to be doing with her flyer when we have our commercial break, because you and your husband are doing some mighty
telling
beautiful
you.
things.
I know.
Thank you.
Strengthening the community where it matters in the marriage area, and that's wonderful to see strong families are still making it happen.
Yes.
So that's
Thank
a
you.
wonderful thing. So my girl,
Yes.
St. Patty's Day.
I didn't wear a lick of green.
Today's St. Patrick's.
It's a day.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
this weekend, but
tomorrow
you know.
is
Tomorrow.
okay.
I didn't even buy any green. I was just at H&M.
That's actually me and my husband will be our 13th year of our very first date was on St. Patrick's Day.
Really?
That's a
Yes.
special day for
You
you.
guys are so blessed.
Yes.
Lucky
Beautiful.
you. Kiss of the
That's
Irish.
So we got some wonderful things coming up, Charlene. You got some good people this week.
No,
We
we
did.
just, no, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
What?
She got something
There's
else.
something else?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love
Okay,
surprises.
go ahead.
Yesterday, I
Yesterday.
had the opportunity to go and was involved in the Spectrum Circle Award
What is that?
2019.
Oh, wonderful.
Ah.
Mrs. Karen.
Yes. If you don't know about this event, and I swear, next year we're going to have our own table for Sisters Network.
Yes,
Okay.
we
For
are.
Sisters Live.
Okay.
Yes.
There was so much wealth. Sometimes you have to be out of your own circle
Yes.
to be engaged in
Absolutely.
other circles.
Yes.
Because it's a wealth of information that was in that room that just blew me away. I was sitting at a table, young ladies from Baltimore who's working with single moms. Well, she's going to be coming to connect with us because we're going to be building the sister chapter in Baltimore, right?
Yes.
So you got to be in the room. I tell these sisters, you got to be in the room.
Intentionally.
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 Right.
You got to pay
That's-
for
yeah, that's
the
a good one.
ticket
Intentionally.
to get in the room. And that's a
That's
lot of times.
right.
Save your
Investing
money.
in yourself.
Invest. Can I tell you, set aside some money to invest in yourself,
In
to
yourself.
be a part of some of these events. A lot of you like, I don't have the money because you never saved the money to be a part of this. And so when it does come up, you can't get the
You're not
ticket
ready.
and you're not ready. So that means you're not preparing. So you can talk business to me all day long, but that's business 101. Set up a budget so that you can be in places like this and meet the people that you need to meet.
And the young lady that we met the night before at TV1, what was her name? Michelle Rice, the general manager of TV1.
TV1, yes, ma'am.
Received the award at this event yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, that's full
This is
circle.
nothing but full circle.
That was full circle.
Full circle.
We're headed somewhere.
So, look, I can go on a number of names, but it was at the Fairmont Hotel, and I tell you guys,
Oh, you're the Fairmont.
all I say,
Hotel.
let's be ready for next year. We're going to be in the room.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
So should we go to commercial break?
I guess we'll be there to go on break, but guys, coming up soon, guys, we're looking for Dr. Tashika Green and also Keisha Martin Burns in the house. So
Yay,
we're going to be
yay, yay.
representing, talking on education, their real estate boot camp. So I'm excited to hear more for them. But guys, we'll talk to you right after this break. You see the camera look like
Turn it up for me, Dante.
All-Star Cast. It's Lolita Snakes. Head over here. Saturday, May 11th for 3 big shows at the Warner Theater. You're going to laugh right out of your seat. Tickets at ExploitTicketMaster.com. It's Lolita Snipes, Head Over Heels. Friday, May 10th and Saturday, May 11th for 3 big shows at the Warner Theater. You're going to laugh right out of your seat.
Welcome. My name is Louis Cunningham, owner of Desire Dedication Personal Fitness Center, also known as D&D Fitness. We specialize in boxing, CrossFit, personal training, and more. I'm the first black African American to put a fitness center in the DMV inside of the mall. We are located at 3737 Branch Avenue, Temple Hills, Maryland. We can be reached at 301-806-5450. Once again, that number is 301-806-5450. Also, we're on social media at Desire_Fitness. We're going hard. We're definitely not going home.
Yay.
Hey guys.
Hey, we're back.
I want to say kudos and shout outs to my girl out there in Atlanta, GA, Lolita Snipes. She's coming back, y'all, with her production, her stage play, Head Over Heels at the Warner Theater, Mother's Day weekend. Get your tickets. Go online, go to the Warner Theater. That's where you're going to check everything out. And they're coming strong this year. We got some awesome people. You know, we saw Trina Braxton at the TV1 show. She's in it, and we have Dottie Peoples.
Dottie Peoples.
Dottie Peoples is going to be in this one.
Wow.
This
That's
time.
my girl.
Yes,
sing
she
one of her
come-
songs, Naomi. Naomi don't ever sing for us. Have y'all heard her sing? I know you have, but she won't sing for us.
She won't sing
But
for us.
I just want to tell y'all who's on the show. They have Jack Hay, Harry.
Oh, really?
Oh, I haven't
Yes.
seen her in a long time.
Music Soul Child in the house. Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Oh,
nice.
that's gonna be really
So
nice.
we're gonna pump it up, pump it up, pump it up.
What
It's
date
gonna
is
be
that
so
again?
Mother's Day weekend, May 10th
May 10th.
and the 11th at
Where?
the Warner Theater.
Warner Theater. Y'all
Okay.
better be there at B School. Well, you already know we're
That
going to
sounds
be
like-
there.
Oh, we're gonna
Sounds
be
like
there.
a great Mother's Day present.
I think so.
Yes,
It really is
You
a great
know
Mother's Day
what?
present, though.
That's what we're going to do. Y'all
What?
already know who this lady is. So, did you tell me you were executive?
Oh, working
of the
producer.
Broadway.
Yes, the DC Black Broadway.
This is
Hashtag
who she
DC
is.
Black Broadway.
So we got to promote this because her and the mayor of DC, they are really promoting bringing art to
Yeah.
the DC
Yeah.
area.
Yeah,
So
we need that.
Our, this is our very own
Yeah.
Wyoming. So we're going to help her
In-house.
promote this. This is our in-house.
In-house.
So Warner Theater is going to be packed out. Hey, daddies, men, that's what I want for Mother's Day. Cynthia wants. You want that for Mother's
You want
Day?
that for Mother's Day? Bring
I
it.
want this for y'all want this for Mother's Day? Get us some tickets, and we're
Yeah.
taking sponsors for every lady in here. So
Yeah.
go do that for us.
Well,
That's-
speaking of sponsors, we have Keisha Montgomery is our
Keisha
sponsor.
Martin.
We have, woo, she's in the house today. We have DD Fitness, who is Lewis Cunningham. We got to get fit, y'all, for the summer. Woo-hoo. And also we have, I know, we're going to have to go to the gym. It's an awesome gym.
We'll go.
Yeah, we
I'll
gotta
go to the gym and see it.
I wanted all the ladies
I'll go
to
to the
go
gym
and
and
just
see
have an
it.
experience. No, they want to go and, I want to check
We're
it
gonna
out.
work out.
Right, we want to work out. And also Chrysalis for Wealth, Alicia
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
Daryl Pryor. Thank you guys so much for being there and supporting us. So I am excited, Charlene. Who do we have today? We're going to do what we got to do. Oh, we got Black History Month.
We
What's
got Black
happening?
History Month.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what? Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. Madam C.J. Walker is in the
Yes!
house. I'm so excited to talk about Madam C.J. Walker. Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, this is my favorite lady, and I'm so glad they put that on pause because I want to read this. This is so cool. So being a speaker or practicing rehearsing, okay, cool. I want to
Facebook, she off the hook, right?
but Madam C.J. Walker is my favorite. Like every year I read her book. Like I still want to meet her
Yeah,
daughter.
she's awesome. She was.
Oh, I love
awesome.
her. Just totally love her. So I've been, it's 20 years since I've been out of college, but this lady is an inspiration. But I'm going to read this poem to you. She said, I am a woman who came from the cotton fields of the South. From there, I was promoted to the wash tub. From there, I was promoted to the cook kitchen. And from there, I promoted myself into the
marriage, right,
business
after
of
this.
manufacturing hair goods and preparations. I have built my own factory on my own ground. Madam C.J. Walker, July 1912. Now, Madam C.J. Walker is, of course, born December the 23rd, 1867 in Delta, Louisiana, on a plantation, of course, 1800. We all were somewhere born on a plantation about that time. She's a self-made millionaire, And she said, I got my start by giving myself a start. See, what happened was she was balding and she was having this medical condition that she didn't understand what it was. So she created her own products, okay? A lot of people think she created this pressing comb, but no, the French guy did that. Isn't that funny? They did that for the other sides because they had curly, kinky hair also. But she decided she was going to sell that particular pressing comb to her community because if it worked for them, it worked for us. So isn't that amazing that really did belong to the French people in Europe?
Wow.
So again, that's a correction and educational moment for us to think about. Now, from there, she created this product, but not only did she do that, she said, you know what, if I'm going to sell the product, why don't I teach other people to sell it also? I'm like, you a boss. She's a boss, guys. Check this out. So she created a sales team to go sell her hair and scalp.
Back then?
Yes.
What?
Is she a
Network
baller? Did you
marketing.
see that Rolls Royce she had? Show them that car. She a baller, honey. You know what I'm saying?
But-
So, anyway,
Charlene,
Yes.
we were happening as women then.
then,
Yeah.
She
This is
set the
1800s.
tone.
did you see that car? Like, that's like driving like the fattest Bentley in the world. A black woman during the time that they were still
Look at
lynching.
it.
That
Look at
was
it.
still during
Yeah,
the
I've
time
seen
that they
that
were
picture.
lynching.
Yes.
Yes, I've
Yeah,
seen
the white
that.
one. I'm sorry. I'm glad I'm on my. But anyway, so there are people that is riding back there with her that normally would be having her to drive, but that's
right.
her, all boss. She ended up buying the Rockefeller's mansion that is now being renovated at this time by an African-American male. Guys, we got to go up there. And he said, I bought this mansion so that I, myself, can help other sisters realize their dreams and help them to fund their dreams. So all of us sisters in this room, we're going to go up there because that's my sister. Oh my God, I am so excited. So I am definitely looking forward to talking to him.
Yeah, that's
Other
some
than
awesome stuff.
That woman, study her, because a lot of you women in the room today remind me of her. Like, you're not taking no for an answer. You see there's a need, whether it's in your life
Thank
or
you,
someone
Dante.
else's life. And guess what? Now you can go out and say, make your own way possible. That's Madam C.J. Walker.
Well, guess what else we have in
That's
Black
good stuff.
history
What's
right
that?
now?
Oh.
The Black Marriages Matter.
Oh my God! We got
Head that up.
that's Cynthia Green and her lovely
Yes,
cousin
let's see
Jay.
what's going. Tell us about that, Miss Cynthia.
We are really excited about that. This is a project, like James and I, we're givers and we're philanthropists, so we wanted to do something to give back to our community. So we created this event last year when we found out about National Black Marriage Day. Did you guys know there was a National Black Marriage
What day?
Day?
Because
I
it
did
was
not
National
know.
Potato Chips Day yesterday. What else? What else is
It's
created?
always the third, I know, right? But it's always the third Sunday in March. And a
Really?
black lady, I can't think of her name right now, but Muhammad, she started it in D.C. and it branched out to 300 cities within a couple of years. So it's been around since the early, late 1990 somethings or other. I do know the history, but I can't think of it now. So we wanted to do something in our black community. We're like, we got this special day just for us, so
For
we
black
need to do something
marriages?
to celebrate it. Yes.
that's so
So our
amazing.
event is called Black Marriages Matters. It's next Saturday, March 23rd. And
23rd.
guess what? It's absolutely
Free.
monetarily, but there is an investment of you, and you bring in your spouse, and you guys investing your time in being in the place.
There you go, girl.
I'll
Where
be there.
it's going to be and what time?
It's going to be from 2 to 5 at High Calling Ministries. I don't know the address right off the top of my head, but it's it's in the trade zone area right off 301,
Right off of 301,
at High
yeah.
Calling Ministry. I think it's 4601 Prince George's Boulevard, I think is
401
actually.
Prince
401
George's.
Prince George's Boulevard, yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
come on out. We have some phenomenal speakers that are going to be speaking and some really great vendors also, but it's going to be a fun time. We're going to tell you exactly why black marriages matter.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
Oh my
Bless
God,
you,
that is
girl.
awesome.
Would you
So-
allergic to marriage, black marriage? Give us reason.
What was that about? Yeah, you allergic. You ain't got none of that. Oh, let me not. You know, Whoopi just came back from pneumonia. You know,
Yeah,
did you hear about her
Our
near-death
girl,
experience?
yeah, yeah.
You okay?
I'm great.
Okay,
She
I'm
is fine.
absolutely
She
great.
is not getting
No, you ain't
anything
getting
like that.
nothing.
We rebuke that.
I trust me and believe
right.
me, I am all good.
Good.
But no, that's going to be great. Free. F-R-E-E. Can't beat free.
That's
You
right.
just
It's
can't.
for the
you know, and it
community
is an
hour.
investment. So I really applaud you for your
bless
see,
it.
I'm
Oh,
so
yeah,
happy.
I'm out.
Every time we say marriage, what's going on?
My health matters.
Keisha, what's going on?
Allergy season.
It's allergies, people.
It's that time of
It's
year.
allergies, amen, for the allergies, but it is that too.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Charlene, it's your turn.
I was about to pull this mic off. Y'all know I'm germaphobic. Like, y'all all be sitting in this room by yourself. Okay, God bless the airways, bless this.
So we still celebrating anybody's birthday?
Yeah, there is somebody's birthday. Whose birthday is it?
Well, we have a couple of sisters that we celebrate all month long. Lakey's birthday was March 1st.
Okay.
Marion Thomas is the 25th. It's coming up next
Okay.
week.
Yeah.
So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, all of
Happy
y'all. I have with my dear
birthday.
sister girl, my love, my girl for years, Deborah Bird. Celebrated her birthday. You think I forgot, didn't you, girl? You watching. Happy birthday, sweetheart. And all of you all who are selling birthdays, it's precious times and we must acknowledge and enjoy our life. So, birthdays are special. So, you want to take another commercial break? Because we got a girlfriend
I'm
coming
ready to
in.
hear Dr. Shashika
Yeah, we're gonna
Green.
go for
Like,
a
she got some
commercial.
stuff on
She
her.
have a green, all this green in here today.
green. They
Yeah,
ready.
so
Wow,
let's
sure
take this
is.
commercial break, and we're gonna be right
Yeah,
back.
Dr. Shashika Green
Yes.
up next.
Woo woo, yay! Woo. Come on, sweetie, you gonna sit in between here. I think we got the stool.
You know how this space is up here, girl.
Sticking real close to you, giving each other, always sisters, always friends. Really gotta learn to love each other.
Yes, Hey guys, we're back.
Somebody bring me some coffee.
It's a bird. It's a fly. Oh my God! It's Dr. Tashika Green. All the way in from God knows where. This girl is amazing.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to catch up with
I'm trying to catch up with her because, you know, her and the husband, they got some things to share with us today. And I'm just so excited to have Dr. Tashika Green on the show with us today for our education our segment here.
Glad to be here.
And I'm so proud she's part of us.
I am so proud.
Yeah.
And what's
Sisters,
us?
sisters,
What's
never.
us? What's us? Tell them the camera. Sisters.
S4SN.
Yes.
That
absolutely.
stands for
Sisters for Sisters Network.
You got to be part of the network.
Yes.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
It is.
You
It
gotta be
is.
part of it.
It's so important, and I know, you know, as Dr. Tashika Green knows, you know, she's coming out of education. Girl, how long have you been into education? It's been over 18 years.
18 years.
Wow,
18 years.
you younger than me. I've been on over 20 years. I didn't know you were younger than me. It's been over 20-some years for me.
Yes,
But,
18
yeah,
years.
this is amazing.
18 years.
Wow, I am so happy to have you on our segment.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah,
I'm glad
this
to
is
be
super
here.
important to me because you're doing things outside of the traditional educational world, and I think that's incredible. But I would love for you to tell them what you used to do and who you are.
Oh, sure, no problem. Well, hello, everyone, and you know, VoxWave is my home, so I'm glad to be here today. So I am Dr. Tashika L. Green, and I am the CEO, president, founder of To Everything There's a Season Incorporated.
It's on.
It's on? Okay.
Just
I'm not
speaking
used
to
to a mic. Okay, I'll speak into it.
Turn her up,
You should not
Turn
use
her up.
so much.
Okay, yeah.
And so what we do is we actually take your dreams, turn into a vision, and give you some goals and put some systems and structures in place and resources to turn that vision into a reality. And like Charlene said, I've been in education for over 18 years. And I tell people I knew I wanted to be a teacher at the age of 5 because I used to sit in my grandma's dining room with all of my stuffed animals around the table, and I would teach them. Then after I taught them, we would go in her kitchen and have lunch. And then my uncle had a 1976 Chevy van that I would take them all into his van and drive them home. So I always
That is amazing. Oh my God.
So I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. And then, you know, as I evolved, I became a teacher in 2001, a classroom teacher. I was a talent and gifted teacher. I was a behavior specialist. And then from that, I became an assistant principal for 2 years, principal for 8 years. And then after that, I was called the director of school performance, where I help schools to perform better. Then that evolved into systemic improvement specialist to help the entire system. And then within that time, 18 years, I've reached the capacity of what you call a regional assistant superintendent, where I oversaw 6,000 students, 2,500 employees, 15 schools.
Wow.
So yeah, you're tired, right?
No.
And so,
But I love it.
But thank you.
But you know
thank
who
you.
I love even better than you? Your daughter.
Oh my goodness.
That
That's a
baby
class act.
is
You know,
what, 12?
She's 8. She's 8.
See, that's how
Yes.
mature she
Yes.
is.
And you
She's
know
a
she
queen
asked if
in
she could
training.
come.
Oh my, she's a, what you say,
training,
Sissy?
She asked if she could come. I said, not today. It's my day today. There's only one queen in the house. She's a princess.
Right, she's a queen in training.
She's a queen in training. That's right. That's what
We
she
must
is.
let her have her platform though, because she's
gotta bring her.
ready.
Yes, yes.
At 8 years old?
At 8 years old. 8 years old. And you know, I tell people all the time, so, you know, a lot of things that we do in life is not our destination, but it's our transportation to get to our destination. So even after being in all of that at 18 years, you know, it got to a place where we had a change in leadership. And with the change in leadership, they had already determined who was going to be on their team. And so I was not on the team. But, you know, that didn't stop me because I
Right.
believe that when God closes a door, He opens up multiple
Yes, he does.
opportunities.
Every time.
Absolutely.
And so that's where, and now you talked about, Charlene, doing things outside of the norm of education.
Absolutely. That's what I want to really
Yes,
talk about.
yes, yes.
And how we can relate, but, you know, this is what we do. This is how we do it. And it all starts at around about 7 years old when you start really realizing who you are and who you're called to be. You
Yes.
know by 7 years old. But talk to me about like your mom. Did she influence that a lot as far as education?
Oh
is
yes,
concerned?
oh yes. My mom was an advocate of
Yeah.
education. She was
Yeah.
an advocate of community service, of
Yes.
women. She was a resource to the community. It was most recently. So my mom actually started a foundation called the Watkins Foundation, named
Yes.
after my great grandparents
Yes.
that had 22 children. So you
Yes.
had to keep that legacy going, right?
Yeah.
And so when my mom passed away, the vice president was supposed to take over, technically,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But she said it was so hard for her to take over after my mom passed away. But she said she knew she had to do it because she had to keep the legacy going. But that really shows me how much my mother instilled in people, like a belief system around values and morals and just making sure you're building a legacy, because legacy is simply not what you accomplish, but it's how you teach other people to carry it.
Wait a minute.
And so with that being said, you know, my
Yeah.
mother taught her how to carry it, and then that birthed into me, the foundation, the continuous
Well,
cycle.
but this woman was no kin to you that took over your mom's legacy, basically, or foundation.
No, they were king. So
They were
our
king.
legacy, so within the Watkins Foundation,
Yes.
all of the directors, board of directors, president, they're
Was
all
family.
family members,
Family
exactly.
member.
But she felt a halt because she had
Yeah.
lost my mom and just didn't know how to continue the
see.
work. And then I
Yeah,
didn't
that
even
is
know
pretty
that
awesome.
until a conversation that we had, that she said, you know, your mom has encouraged me and pushed me, and this work has to continue. Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
so now we're going to go into this thing outside of education,
Yes.
because you actually have an award that you
Program.
present to the community
You know,
Yes.
your
of your
mom.
mom.
Yes, so in honor of my mom, we do, it's 2 parts and actually 3 now. So we give a scholarship to a student
Yes.
in her name, and as well as we honor 12 women who have contributed to their community, their neighborhood, and their different entities like health, business, entrepreneur, education, and it's called the Women of Virtue Walking in Excellence Award. And so this year will be our 5th year, and we always do it in October. And then I'm working on something a little different this year, and everything I do, I like to always say, is inspired by God. You know, a lot of people say to me, "Well, you're doing a lot. You're doing too much," and I'm like, "Well, if it's not worth
Who are
doing,
these
it, don't
people?
do it at all."
tell
You
me?
understand what I'm
Tell
saying?
me.
Don't do it at all.
Write it
So,
down.
so I
Write it
always
down.
like to
That's
tear
right.
down the
Well, you know, you always got
misconception.
somebody who
Yeah,
wants to
yeah,
put their
yeah.
foot in it,
Exactly,
you know?
and and so I always like to tear down the misconception and the misnomer around the work that you do, because the work that you do, one, should be inspired by God. So if God gives it to you, you better
it.
do it,
You better
because
do
if you
something with
don't, this is what's going to happen. He
Hold
will
you
take
accountable.
it and give it to
to
somebody
somebody
else
else.
that's going to
Right,
do
that's
it,
right.
or he will remove you.
Say it,
And I don't
Lashika.
want to be removed, and I don't want him to
Yes.
take it. So if he's going to give it to me, he's going to provide
there
the
you
provision,
go.
the
That's
resources,
right.
everything I need,
right.
and I'm going to run
Yes.
with
There
it.
you go.
Okay?
And see, this is why I love her. So let's just talk about this. Okay, so this young lady is doing some amazing things. Okay, let's talk about the book now, because you know I'm coming there.
Okay.
But I
Which
wanted
one?
Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
Which book?
So again, I wanted to honor her mom because just yesterday I
Yes.
ran into a friend, and Anna DeBose, shout out to you, and the amazing thing that she's doing with her daughters. And I think it's so important for mother and daughter relationship, and mothers to understand
Yes.
how you seed into your children way after you're gone. And so I do want to honor your mom.
Thank you, Charlene.
You
I
know,
appreciate
because that means so much to me. And just having that interaction with Anna and her daughter, I'm like, whoa.
That's
so
awesome.
now, your book.
Yes.
We're going to talk about your upcoming project.
Okay.
You have an upcoming project.
Okay.
That is.
Looking like, which one?
Which one?
Here's you know what?
You got to be
I'm treating
specific.
her.
Which one?
Okay, somebody's let her tell you, because there are like 50 of us. I've seen 50 women on the book, and I'm like, which project she working on now? So let's just talk about your
Yeah, we've been trying
last
to catch up
two
with you,
projects.
girl.
Okay.
We can't keep up with you.
Okay, so
yeah.
my last 2 projects, the Set Apart and Chosen,
Yes.
was with Lebeau Publishing Company from Hawaii.
Okay.
And so that's a collaborative work of 20
Whoa.
women who were telling their stories of how they were set apart and chosen. So that book launched on March 1st. We are a Amazon bestseller and international bestseller. So we're excited about the work. And we actually was number 1. We're number 1 in the category category of self-helping Christian.
That's a Christian
Because number
book.
2 was the young gentleman, Devon Franklin. He was number 2.
Exactly.
We were number 1. Exactly.
I'm trying to get him a couple spares.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
And so I'm excited about that. We're doing that book launch celebration on March 24th, next weekend,
That's right.
at the Loft in Hanover, Maryland, at 5:00 p.m. It is, yes, March 24th. So they're excited that all the women are going to come together. And then the other book you're referencing, I'm the visionary author of, and I brought together a team of educators and actually one business coach because she's phenomenal. And so the book is entitled Coaching Champions. How to understand the players before giving the plays.
We just see things on her on Facebook. We're like, what's she doing now?
How to understand the players before giving the plays. And the foreword is written by Dr. Dana T. Bedden. He used to be the superintendent of Richmond Public Schools. He's now in Boardstown in Pennsylvania. And he does a lot of consultancy work with different school districts.
God, you are just, she just ran it off. But you are just a woman after our own heart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, you inspire other women that to have the I can't do spirit.
Yes.
And you are doing it.
Yes.
Against whatever odds you may have to go through.
Yeah. And what I always say is that, everything, no fear, only faith. No regrets, only renew. You just do it. You just do it. If God give it to you, then just do it. But that's what you have to make sure that it's given by God.
Well,
and
you
it's
representing
by
the
God.
women's history. You really represent the Women's History Month. That's for certain, because we know this is Women's History Month, and this is the time we pull out women who are really excelling and doing things, and we stand on your shoulders, my sister, because we all are a reflection.
Yes,
of
and I'm here for each one of you. You
we
know
are.
that.
Oh well, you are there, and I want to say this before we go on break. I want to thank you because she's part of the Sisters Helping Sisters of the young girls that we're beginning to start training them and teaching them and displaying some things in their lives. And she's going to be a part of the women who's going to be helping us with that under the Sister for Sisters Network. We're bringing these young babies along.
She doesn't know she's going to be doing some training for the organization as well.
Yeah.
She's like, and while we're on camera,
And while we're just so you can know.
So
you want to throw it on you.
Look out. Your baby's from
Anything
13,
Some
ages
people don't even
13
have
to
to
24. Well, no, because you're helping young girls come up with your daughter being 8. And then we're starting this new movement with the young girls from 13 to 24, which I'll be at the Glen Arden's Church speaking to the young girls on Monday, to the troops, on Monday. I'm excited. That's the beginning of that work where God has for us to do with these young girls. So, anything else, ladies? I think this woman, we'll be here all day talking to her. 'Cause she got a whole lot.
So is there anything else that we need to
need to
know?
know,
Any upcoming events?
I got a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
What is it that you use on your skin?
I know it's glowing.
What's that makeup and skincare?
Water. Listen. I go to the beauty supply store. Don't let it fool you now. I go to the beauty supply store.
Really?
NYX, whatever I can pick up. I tell you, it's all. I learned it's all in the brush. It's all in the brush.
It's in the brush.
It's all in the brush. But I must say, because I also celebrate. This is a lot to me. But I lost since October. I was 239, and now I'm 200. And so people are like, "What are you doing?" And I really changed my diet. Like I do more of a high fiber vegan plant-based diet now. Drink lots of water. You name it. I have ginger, turmeric, cayenne, and everything. Exactly. And so that has really cleansed me.
I ain't noticed,
and detox. And so so I do that regularly. Not on no keto, no plan. Just called change my mind. I call change my mind because after keto, you still got to be able to be disciplined enough to know exactly what to eat. And so I just have changed my mind and way of thinking.
So proud of you. Thank you so
much for coming.
Thank you.
And sharing with us. All right, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
We're going to take this commercial break, Charlene. You ready to go?
Right now.
Let's go. We got somebody else to come.
Yes, thank you, y'all. I appreciate it.
Comedy stage play. It's Lolita Snipes. Head over heels. A beautiful young woman falls for the charms of a smooth-talking bad boy who thinks he's got her on lock. Well, not if her zany family has anything to say about it. It's Head Over Heels. Backed by popular demand. Mother's Day weekend. Starring 13-time Grammy Award winner, Music Soul Child, the Emmy Award-winning Jack A, Tamika Scott from Escape, Trina Braxton from the Braxton Family Values, Hugh Parker from 112.
He just wants me to come over for fellowship.
Ain't nothing open that late but legs in the Waffle House.
HBO comedian Tony Tone.
Come see me in the stage play Head Over Heels, you big dummy.
Gospel legend Donnie Peoples and an all-star cast. It's Lolita Snipes, Head Over Heels. Friday, May 10th and Saturday, May 11th for 3 big shows at the Warner Theater. You're gonna laugh right out of your seat. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com or charge by phone.
Hi, I'm Daryl from Chrysalis for Wealth.
And I'm Alicia. At Chrysalis for Wealth, also known as C4W, our mission is to transform local communities one individual, one family at a time by just teaching some basic financial principles.
We're particularly focused on the ordinary individual, the average hard-working Joe who just can't seem to make their money work to grow and become financially secure.
You see, we find that everyone's not having that same conversation at the dinner table. We believe it's important that we level the playing field and ensure that all have the opportunity for financial success.
At C4W, we specialize in education through a wide array of services. We teach our clients to become financially secure, responsibly insured, and tax-wise.
Contact us. Let us be your fit team.
Show Keisha's. Okay.
Hey, we're back again. Hi guys, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Now we're with my other roller. Keisha, oh my God, the boot camp is. I get scared when I hear boot camp.
You gotta work out.
But you gotta work out, and you know what? This is an important education segment because you do need to work out. You need to understand your finances and those investments, and the biggest investment in our life I heard was our home.
Yep.
It's our home. And so today we have I want to call her Dr. Keisha. Don't you want to call her? Don't you got that doctor? You take it. Crown, the queen.
Dr. Real Estate.
Dr. Yeah.
There you go.
She has her title.
Claim
It's the
it, girl.
Yeah,
Claim it.
we'll add the other D to that, the diva.
The diva.
DMV diva.
Dr.
DMV diva.
Of real estate. Don't you forget that. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
What's
You
up,
can
girl?
make that. What's up, lady?
Nothing much.
Boot camp
Glad to
time.
be here. It's boot camp time.
Yeah, well, what's going on with the boot camp? Tell us what's up with the boot camp.
So the boot camp is next Saturday, March the 23rd. It's going to be at the Becco Center in Lanham. That's 4425 Forbes Boulevard in Lanham. Mm-hmm. It's going to be from 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon. So breakfast is from 8:30 to 9, and registration, and then boot camp starts at 9 to 12. And
so tell us what's going to be happening within the boot camp.
So basically with the boot camp, reason why we call it boot camp, when you're in boot camp, you think about it, you go in there to get it done, whether it's working out or whatever. So you got to put some work in.
Okay.
So when you come, our whole goal is to get you prepared to purchase a home. So at the boot camp, we want you to fill out an application so we can learn your buying power. We have the lenders. We have 4 lenders there. We have us, the Martin Burney Group. Mm-hmm. We have a title company there. We have Chrysalis, which is one of your sponsors.
Yes.
So Alicia and
Daryl Pryor.
Yes.
They will be there because they're going to teach people about maintaining, about their finances, about their taxes, about the write-offs. So they're going to join us. We also have someone who's going to be there to tell us about insurance. So we're going to see. It's the whole, how the whole gamut and how it works.
How people need to be educated. It's a real educating moment.
From the beginning. You need to educate from the very beginning. Mm-hmm. So the process is easier. If you teach people in the beginning, you don't have to worry about all those, obstacles that you may come to during the process because they know.
Yeah.
So
speaking of, you got all these things happening. You brought your team with you today.
Yes, I did. And we also have our agent. Aubrey's our agent in training. That's
you talk about Aubrey all the time.
Yeah, I do. Aubrey's, because she does commercials for us and everything. And she's
Aubrey.
That's our
we
agent.
We have to schedule one with you because we can't get one with her, okay?
Aubrey, you can do this.
Does she hide?
She's going to be our youngest real estate agent in the world. You know what? There's a 16-year-old that's going to law school. I just seen her like 16-year-old. This is getting deep now.
Yeah,
so, Aubrey, you're going to be our real estate agent.
Yeah, she is.
So introduce your team.
So over here we have Amber Madison. Amber
in the house. She got her tag on.
And Amber is our buyers. I'm going to say licensed because I'm so used to her being my licensed assistant. But Amber is our lead buyer's agent. And so Amber handles all of our buyers. She works with them and walks them through the process and, you know, educates them as well, every opportunity she gets. So she will definitely be at the boot camp as well, greeting our buyers and, you know, speaking on we're going to speak on several topics there. We're going to talk about some investment. We're going to talk about downsizing. We're going to talk about we want to buy a bigger house. We're going to talk about programs. So, you know, Amber's going to speak a lot on that next week. So, and Amber get to introduce herself and tell you what she does as well for the team.
Hi, I'm Amber. I'm the lead buyer's agent on the Martin Burney Group. I've been with Keisha for the last, 4 years?
4 years, almost 5. Mm-hmm.
And through that, I've kind of learned the business from the bottom all the way up to the closing table. And so I'm happy to kind of get with my buyers, get them from being pre-approved all the way till we can get them their keys. And at the boot camp, we're going to kind of teach people what that process is like, what they need to do. Hopefully get some people pre-approved right there at that event, and so that we can hit the ground running for the spring market.
So Amber, do they need to register?
Yes, we would prefer you to register. We have an Eventbrite page as well as an event set up on Facebook.
Okay. And what's that information on the
so if
Facebook?
you look it up, it's the largest DMV's largest boot camp. If you look that up on Facebook.
Boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There we have.
Right there
okay, that's the boot camp.
And on Eventbrite, I'm not sure I'm going to have Shalon mention the Eventbrite page if they wanted to register on Eventbrite, but it is free. And then you could leave our event and you could attend the marriage matters.
Like marriage matters. You know what?
Thinking about
That's a good market for you. I want to make that connection. You need to be there because those people
are getting married.
They're getting married. Well, they're already married.
Some are not yet. They're looking to become.
And so this will be a great opportunity for you to actually be there.
Connect with that.
Absolutely. Shout out to my girl.
And it's in the same area, so you could leave one.
That's why you knew the address, Kyle.
It's right around the corner.
That's that girl over there. It's so precious.
And this is Shalon, guys. Shalon is Shalon and I have been friends for a very long time, 7th grade. So, and she's also
like
married
babies.
to one.
7th grade?
7th grade.
I thought she was in the 7th grade.
I know. Y'all look like young
And I've her husband and I have been friends since we were 7. So, and we live across the street from one another. So it was perfect. She came back.
It was not planned.
It wasn't planned. Yeah. She came back from Texas recently, and I told her, I said, you know, she didn't know what she wanted to do. She was in insurance. I said, come on, I need you. And she's also bilingual. She took Amber's place. And so she's now my licensed assistant, and Amber's now my buyer's agent. So we're growing.
That's how it's done.
That's a team.
That's collaboration. That's teamwork right there. Wow.
And creating jobs in the community.
Yeah, but she's doing the training. I told you it's a Madam C.J. Walker right here.
So it's all about building that team.
It is. It is. And the team that's cohesively can work together. So we're just not a team of realtors. We are sisters. We are family. We cry together. We go through together, and we laugh together. We laugh together.
Yes, we do laugh together.
We encourage each other. We go crazy together. Clients.
So you say you cry together. So that means there's some little challenges going on.
Yeah. Baby, yes.
Can I testify to that?
Yes.
Like I was in their office for some counseling. I'm telling you, this is the best team. Like I'm sorry, I got some friends out there, so shout out to you in real estate. But this lady right here and her team, like they are the real deal. Like really, like they weren't just trying to get business. They were like, listen, let's make some wise decisions here. And so the whole office from the owner of the real estate project of your company, to just Keisha and her team, like she's real, like she's authentic. She really wants to help you get it, woman and man. But for me, I'm a woman, so yeah, and I appreciate that. And I wanted to give you that shout out.
Thank you.
I don't even have another really. I'm sorry, I know I got a lot of friends out there, but.
No, because she has. That's why they called her the diva.
That's right.
Because the people, she's making the deals happen,
She's
and not like anyone else isn't, but she's
queen.
about her people.
She's
and she want to see
and we
them
believe
happen.
it. And I'm gonna let Shalon talk to a little bit because she. I also want, actually, Shalon, if you can. I would like for you to give a plug about the boot camp in Spanish for me, please. So we can, because we need to do that because we do have that on our team, and I'm not promoting it. So if you could just speak about the boot camp and in Spanish a little bit, we don't even. You can tell me what you said later.
You
go on ahead.
Yeah,
I'll do that. Okay. Nosotros somos un equipo de mujeres muy fuertes y nosotros les invitamos a venir a nuestro campamento para saber cómo comprar su casa y hacer sus sueños realidad.
So
what
did
she
you just say?
¿Cómo did you say?
I heard casa means house.
I just basically said we're a group of really strong women who would like to invite you out to our boot camp to learn how to make your home buying dreams come true.
Oh, did you hear that? To all
That's
my
a
friends out
commercial.
there? I need to be there anyway. Yeah.
Awesome. So, and then we had Aubrey. You gonna say hi, Aubrey?
Hi, Aubrey.
You're gonna tell everybody why they need to be at our boot camp next week, right?
Come on, Aubrey.
Come on.
And she asked for her turn. She was like,
she did. She asked for it.
Keisha, can I ask her if I can be on it now?
And we pay her. We pay her $10 a video.
There you go.
So she has a little job. She say, how much money have you saved so far from Aubrey? How much have you saved? How much money have you made from the videos?
$30.
$30 so far. So she gets paid $10 each time she does it. So she's our agent in training because we got to bring our babies up and have them involved in what we have going on.
You got to put them in the space.
Absolutely.
That's
So
right. That mindset of leadership and ownership.
Yes.
So give us where they're going to come.
Okay, so the boot camp once again is at the Betco Center, and it's in Lanham. So that's 4425 Forbes Boulevard in Lanham, Maryland 20706, and it's from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. We're going to start promptly. We want you to be there. We're serving breakfast. Just come on out, invite a friend. We do need you to try to RSVP by next Tuesday. That is our plan. So join us. And it's also a great opportunity. Sellers can come through as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so what's that? If you asking the sellers, talk
what does
about
it look
that
like for
a
the
second.
sellers? Because sellers, they come and they want to sell their house. They want to know about the market.
Okay.
They want to know the type of where the buyers are coming from.
Okay.
They want to know what the
full of buyers.
Yeah, and it's going to be full of buyers there. So if you think about selling a house, you have all these buyers in the house. So it's a good way to network.
Can I ask you a quick question? I see all these signs out there. Can't sell, won't sell, will you sell? I don't know. These
we buy homes.
We buy homes.
So basically what it is because they know some people are in stressful situations where they need to sell their properties quickly.
Yeah.
So those are investors putting out those signs.
Those are wholesalers.
So they can pay, or wholesalers.
Wholesalers, really?
Right. So they'll get your house, they'll buy it, get it under contract, and then what they'll do is kind of like sell your contract.
Yes.
So they can make money. So a third party. And then they can come back out, and it's a quick deal. It's normally just an as-is deal because someone needs to get out of their house because they're behind in their mortgage or what have you. So, and we're going to be focusing on as well, giving some educational seminars for sellers as well.
That's good stuff. So those people, when they say 7 days, we can buy your house. Is that
real? They can. Yes, it's real. In some cases, it's. I mean,
because they got money.
Yeah, you do because they got money, or what they know of investors who have money.
I think that when they say that, they mean that they're going to get you under contract within 7 days.
Not really a settlement.
You probably don't get your actual cash in your pocket for about.
So they say we can sell your home in 7 days.
So we'll get it under contract for you.
Okay.
But it's possible, and I want to give a plug to anybody right now who is going through and think they have no options that are behind in their mortgage or can't. So give me a call so we can talk about the options. A lot of times people just don't know what's available. They don't know what's built into their mortgages. If you have an FHA or a VA loan, there are things built into your mortgage if you run into some hardship.
Boot camp, ladies and gentlemen.
Boot camp 2019.
Next Saturday.
I'll be there.
Keisha Martin Burney on Facebook, guys. She's on Facebook.
I'll
Keisha
be there.
Martin
I need
Burney.
to register.
There you go.
Yeah, so we always enjoy you coming and telling us and giving us what we need. We got to talk about investors next time you come, because we're ready to start investing, ladies.
We are.
We got to do that.
This is the year.
This is the
I gotta
year.
tell you what I saw today, but I will talk out today because at this time we're gonna have to say goodbye to all of your folks. Next week is our entrepreneur section, so please show up because this amazing lady, Mrs.
Peggy, headed up by Peggy next week,
is
y'all.
heading us up. So you got to be here. People talking about hair extensions and how they got started as a young girl. So I'm telling you, don't want to miss it. All right. Until next week, guys.
What time is it?
What time is it?
It's time for you to walk in your purpose and prosperity. See you guys next week. Go, Cindy. She know it.
Watch the show.
God, thanks for loving for watching.